What's up, guys? It's your boy WB Videos 100 coming back to you guys with another video. So today I'm going to be talking about Ronda Rousey, the Royal Rumble returns, contract signings, all the latest news for the upcoming future. So first of all, let's get started with the Royal Rumble. Obviously we saw Ronda Rousey return. We're going to be talking a lot about Ronda Rousey later on, but first let's get to some of the other returns. So there were so many great returns in the Women's Royal Rumble. First of all, whoever is behind the women's division or the Royal Rumble, you did a great job. That was just perfect. The Women's Royal Rumble was great because, to be honest, I don't really watch the women's matches that much usually. But the Women's Royal Rumble was so entertaining, and I definitely think that they're going to start getting the same respect as the men's division now because, you know, the Royal Rumble, the Money in the Bank ladder matches, you need to have the same type of matches to show that they're equal. So that's definitely going to start happening now. Obviously, they need to fill out their roster more. It was so impressive how they got 30 women to come in the Royal Rumble last night. Women that had already quit WWE and were just here for one night. But still, it's so impressive and it was so fun to see. We got to see Trish Stratus, Lita, Kelly, so many fun names. It was just a great time. WWE really needs to keep doing this, and it was just perfect. I'm not so happy about, you know, maybe the winners of the Royal Rumble, Asuka and Shinsuke Nakamura, but it's definitely a great idea, and I like what they have behind it because WWE always tends to have American talent win over foreign talent, and this is a step in the right direction by having both Japanese superstars win the Royal Rumbles. And more about the Royal Rumble, we saw Ronda Rousey return, of course, but Rey Mysterio, one of the most shocking returns in the Rumble. It was because it seemed like Rey Mysterio's career is pretty much over. I mean, he's been through so many injuries, so many divisions. He even killed a wrestler, which we had a video about a long time ago. Not that was his fault, but anyways, he's been through so much, and we saw him return last night. So you guys are probably curious about Rey Mysterio's future with wrestling and everything. So Rey Mysterio has been training his son Dominic, who appeared on WWE television multiple times, who is 21 now. He is training him to be a pro wrestler and sign a contract. So that is his main goal for the future as he's getting older. He's about 42, I think. And Rey Mysterio is currently looking for a short-term contract, and that was the main problem in negotiations with WWE. So Rey Mysterio wants a short-term contract, but WWE wants to use him more because, you know, WWE is having so many short-term contracts now, and they really need long-term wrestlers. But Rey Mysterio, I was impressed by what he did in the Royal Rumble. You'd think because of all this age and because of his size, I know you might underrate him again, but he was impressive. It was amazing what he was doing in the ring. He still has it, and I would really love to see him back in WWE. He's such a vibrant character. People remember the WWE. People remember Rey Mysterio's time, and everyone loves Rey Mysterio, so it would be great to have him back. So it would be so nice if they got Rey Mysterio a contract. His contract with Lucha Underground has expired, and he has made multiple talks with Impact Wrestling, and they got so close to signing his contract that even travel accommodations were made, but in the end they couldn't agree. But Rey Mysterio might sign that contract and debut on the April 22nd pay-per-view for Impact Wrestling, so we never know, but I would definitely like to see him in WWE. I think a great idea for more wrestlers who don't get the respect they deserve in WWE is to just sign with Impact Wrestling. It's a smaller brand, but if you're getting paid, I mean, why not? So that's it about that. Let's get more into more returns and WB hiring an announcer. So talking about the WB Hall of Fame class of 2018, Goldberg and the Dudley Boys have been announced for the Hall of Fame, but also Mark Henry, who hasn't wrestled a match since WrestleMania 33, a WB legend, I love him, will be inducted into the WB Hall of Fame as he deserves, along with Lisa Moretti. So Mark Henry, he isn't that old. I mean, we have so many wrestlers older than him in wrestling, but I guess he just doesn't want to do it anymore. I know all those weightlifting competitions, he must have a lot of wear and tear on him, but they weren't really using him, so I'm happy to see him be in the Hall of Fame. And now let's talk more about Jonathan Coachman being hired by WWE. The former commentator who worked for ESPN as a host is now being hired by WWE for commentating, and I'm so happy about this because I love Jonathan Coachman. I think he's a great commentator and a great addition to the commentary team, because the commentary, WWE really needs to keep focusing on that, because the commentary totally directs the attention of the audience and has a significant role in the entertainment for WWE. So it's a great move by WWE. And like I said before, I am happy that Shinsuke Nakamura won the Royal Rumble, but I would have rather that Finn Balor had won it, because he won the Universal Championship at SummerSlam, and obviously he had to release it due to injury, which really isn't fair. So he should have had another top run, and he really, really fits in the higher card for WWE. And what is WWE doing with Finn Balor? I mean, the Balor Club, okay, I was happy with that. It did look like something big is going to happen. Maybe the Balor Club, maybe they could turn heel and help Finn Balor win the championship and with a heel run. That would have been great, but I don't know what WWE is doing. He got destroyed by John Cena, so he's not even going to be in an Elimination Chamber match. And he lost the Royal Rumble, even though he was like one of the final four. I was really hoping he would win, but that's okay. Now let's talk about Ronda Rousey, the most important topic. So Ronda Rousey went to extreme measures to make sure that her debut went unnoticed and no one would realize. The contract was agreed to for a long time, but Ronda Rousey did a great job of not revealing to anyone. Her husband went to California to take care of kids from another marriage, so it wouldn't become suspicious when Ronda Rousey landed in Philadelphia. And Ronda Rousey actually was shooting for a movie just a few hours earlier. She had a private charioteer take her to Philadelphia, and she, only 10 minutes before going out in the ring, she knew what to do. So Ronda Rousey, I'm going to be so excited to see what she does in the ring, and she's going to be a great addition to the WWE. And she said she looks forward to doing this, and she's not doing it for money. She actually wants to do this. So it'll be so nice to see Ronda Rousey's addition to the roster. And Nikki Bella, Nia Jax actually had to comment about everyone being hyped over this and not about the other 30 women in the Royal Rumble match. They tweeted that on Twitter. Okay, guys, now let's get into Rousey. I am excited about what's going to happen with her, but it looks like she's going to feud with Stephanie McMahon. That is the most rumored thing. They had a great moment at WrestleMania 31 that was well received with The Rock, Triple H. And the reason The Rock and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon can't happen as a mixed tag team match is because The Rock doesn't really want to wrestle anymore, because he had to miss a long part of the shooting for Hercules, and the movie had to be delayed because The Rock got injured for wrestling. So The Rock can't happen. So we might just see Ronda Rousey versus Stephanie McMahon at WrestleMania, which would be great, actually. So we did see Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon shake hands at Royal Rumble. So we don't know if that's going to happen. Maybe that's a direct sign that it will happen, that the feud's going to build, or maybe it's the opposite. We really don't know. So we'll see what happens with that, guys. And let's get on. So EC3, who's been on Impact Wrestling for a long, long time, is finally coming to the WWE. This is long awaited by WWE fans. He's been desired on the roster for a long time, and he's going to be a great addition. I can't wait to see him on the roster. And WrestleMania 35, I don't know if I should spoil this for you. This is just a rumor, so you guys can click off if you want to now. But it might be held in the New York, New Jersey area at MetLife Stadium, the same location that hosted WrestleMania 29. It's just a rumor. I really hope this doesn't happen, because WWE just keeps hosting WrestleManias at the same place. I mean, New Orleans. I mean, WrestleMania 35. It won't make sense. So I really don't hope this is true. I want a great location like Los Angeles, maybe, even though that's a common location, maybe Minneapolis, Minnesota, you know, anything like that. And now the next goal is 20K. Let's see if we can hit it by March. That's going to be hard, but obviously I have to set the bar very high. So I think we can do it. Maybe we can do it. If we don't do that, we're definitely going to hit it by April, or if not that, May. But we're definitely going to hit it as soon as possible. Let's get there, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and peace out until next time. I'll be with you guys very soon for another video.